Hi there. My name is Stephanie Lentz, and I'm the founder and owner of Scoop Marketplace, a zero waste grocery store in Seattle, Washington. I want to share with you 5 things I wish someone had told me sooner, and I'm actually going to read off my notes because they're really important and I don't want to mess them up. The first one is you don't have to live a perfectly zero waste lifestyle to have a positive impact, and you don't have to have all of the information in order to take action. I'm the type of person who can prepare and procrastinate until the end of time in the name of perfectionism. And what I've realized is that our quest for perfection can really keep us stuck, and it limits the impact that we can have and the good that we can do and the problems that we can solve and the ways in which we can give back to our community. So we have to be willing to take imperfect action and watch how the ripple effect changes our own life and the lives of those around us. The second one is the fact that we are operating within broken systems, and there is so much within this linear economy that is completely out of our control. Instead of allowing our eco-anxiety or our guilt to consume us, we need to celebrate our progress and enjoy the little wins. I am definitely guilty of having this running to-do list of, oh my goodness, here's all the ways I'm not doing enough, I'm not being enough, whether that's for my family or in my business or for the planet, for our community and for the environment. But if I shift my focus and pay more attention to the areas in which I've actually made progress, that is going to give me momentum to keep moving forward. So that high vibe energy, that is going to cause me to want to do more of those things that make me feel good and make me feel like I've gotten a win and like I'm actually achieving something. Number 3, I wish someone had told me that I am not alone. I am not alone as a mother. I am not alone as an entrepreneur or an ecopreneur, which can feel even lonelier when we have a business that is mission driven. I am not alone in my mission to take better care of the planet. There are so many people who care about our planet and want to do something to change the effects of our plastic pollution and the climate crisis and everything like that. And when we are working together to get through these challenges, when we come together and share our struggles and our triumphs, we can find comfort in that community and accelerate our own progress. Number 4, I wish someone had told me sooner that what I have learned about sustainable living and reducing food waste, and to that extent, being a mom and being in relationships and being a business owner and a leader, what I have learned in those areas can really help other people. It's interesting how we don't tend to acknowledge the value in our own knowledge and experience. I assume that everyone knows more than I do, and the things I'm learning must be common sense, and I'm just behind everybody else, and that's why I'm learning it now. As it turns out, I have an abundance of all kinds of different tips that I can share, but specifically in this context, I have an abundance of low waste living tips. And when it comes to running a low waste plant-based kitchen, people are always coming to me for tips and advice and suggestions. So I can really help other people. I can simplify the process for them and make their transition into a low waste lifestyle feel effortless and enjoyable. And the last one I wanted to share, point number 5, I wish someone had told me that taking things one step at a time and making small adjustments will have a bigger impact in the long run than trying to make a drastic change overnight and ultimately giving up because you can't even meet your own expectations. And again, this is applicable to so many different areas of my life. But when I first started to move towards a more zero waste lifestyle, towards living more sustainably, I wanted to go zero waste overnight. And it was hard on my family. It was inconvenient for my husband and for my baby. And there were things that we found didn't work for us. They were not sustainable for us because we literally could not sustain a lifestyle with that incorporated into it. Or in some cases, there were things where I was so committed to using the option that was better for the planet that I was, for example, using disposable diapers overnight. So I was so determined to use cloth diapers overnight, but it wasn't working for us. And they kept leaking and we kept having to do laundry, and our son was waking up so much because he was so wet and uncomfortable. And when I finally realized that he was getting a diaper rash because of this, and that loss of sleep could have an impact on his own development, and that it was impacting my quality of life and my husband's quality of life because we weren't getting enough sleep and we were doing too much laundry, that's where I had to really draw the line. And that helped me to understand that the changes that I'm making and the lifestyle that I'm building, I have to be able to sustain that in order for it to contribute in any meaningful way to a sustainable future for all of us. And when I talk about building a sustainable future, I mean building a life in which you can really thrive because you live on a healthy planet inside of a healthy body, and you have plenty of joy and pleasure and meaningful relationships and growth opportunities. Your sustainable future should feel expansive and full of opportunities to improve the quality of your life while you're learning to walk more gently on the planet.